So understand that York did have a lot of followers outside of his compound.
Oh,
He
yes.
was a prolific writer and he sold a lot of books. So he had several stores throughout the country and he sold his books.
Oh,
He
yes.
was a prolific writer.
Oh,
He
yes.
was a prolific writer.
Oh,
He
yes.
was a prolific writer.
So what is it? You've written over 400 books, is that correct?
Yeah, about 408 books, and I'm still writing.
Okay.
And I've solved many problems. I dove into facts, nothing but facts. I'm not interested in opinions. I'm not interested in faiths. I'm not interested in beliefs. I talk about religion, whether it's talking about Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Buddhism, I don't care. I go into the facts of it. I've done intensive study, traveled around the world. I'm fluent in several languages, and I've translated books. That's what I do. They're so intimidated by the fact that which I teach is starting to spread like wildfire. It's bringing people to a certain amount of consciousness. Afraid, they're petrified of what I teach and how well it's working to civilize people. In fact, the United States government wrote me a letter from the federal institution asking me could they use my books in the federal facilities to help inmates. Certain books in particular with the mind and the potential. The same man that they call a criminal is a man they wrote a letter to, which can be made available for your office, right? Wrote a letter asking can they use my books because the books are so helpful to the inmates. Because I stop inmates from running around here trying to sneak and smoke. I stop them from using vulgarity. I stop them from doing all kinds of things, and it makes them want to study, start reading, and look forward to a better life. And that's what they're afraid of.
Right. And during the time period where they're alleging these crimes took place, how many books were written during that time period?
I can't tell you because I never stopped writing. You have to talk to people who work on the books with me.
Men would sell and propagate books and pamphlets as the women and children stayed in the community freely.
Dr. Malachi York is a writer, and a writer of truth, or I should say nonfiction. And he's just informing the world of so much that he knows. And not to isolate him to being just a writer, but however you put it in layman's terms or for everyone to understand out there in the public, is he's a scholar. Doc was in the office most of the time. He's in the office most of the time because he's constantly working on books. I mean, he's written over 465 books. I mean, over that. You could go as far as 500 books. He's written every single one of them. And what I was able to all times to help with is he'll dictate and we'll type and then we'll put grammatical corrections in and things like that. This is what he did day and night. All the time. Writing. All the time.
In the car?
In the car. We're in the car and he's like, he's dictating something. It was like, he's just like, I've got to get this information to the people. And that drive is what is actually the motivation, is why we've been fighting for 6 years and we're not stopping and we're not going to stop until he is free.
I write books. Like, I try to put my books, I can't even tell you how many books. That's why, because I live my life day and night. I work on books. Until I pass out and I get back up in the morning, I start again. That's me.
Right.
I live for books.
And so this is known because I know that I've done research and I've seen the amount of books that just came out during the 1993 period of which moving to Georgia.